But as the Executive Chair of AFL highlighted, that the night landing in Vanua-Levu will mean also more frequency of flights into Lambasa Airport. It doesn't only mean frequency, it means level of flexibility. So if, for example, flights can now land at night, then you're able to change your flight schedules too, accordingly. Even if flights are delayed because of weather conditions, it doesn't mean you have to stay back in Lambasa, because now you can actually have lights to actually fly off. It can also mean that flights coming into Lambasa can come at a later period because the lights will be on. Doesn't mean you only have to fly during daylight hours. So that level of flexibility, of course, means also a greater opportunity for Fiji Link that flies here. Northern Air, of course, flies here, and any other airline that wants to fly into this airport, the opportunity to reschedule themselves and, of course, increase the profits. It also means for you as the traveling consumer, as the traveling person from Vanua-Levu or to Vanua-Levu, you perhaps may get good pricing too. Gives you that level of flexibility too. I'm happy to say that later on, but not now, I'll be making some announcements on behalf of Fiji Link regarding some airfare pricing also later tonight at your festival this evening. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, as the Executive Chair highlighted, and I want to say this quite categorically, no airport in Fiji makes a profit except Nadi. All the airports in Fiji, apart from Nadi, make a loss, including this airport. To maintain such an airport, to be compliant with international standards, costs money. The reality is that your runway is too short. Your ATR 72 cannot run at full load. Runway is too short. When we actually build things, we should always build for the future. When the people who built this runway did not think in their mind that one day planes flying to Vanua-Levu can get bigger. They only thought about then. This is why today you cannot have a ATR 72 landing at full load. If you had a lot of land available on the other side of the river or the creek, you could have a 737 landing. Who knows, you could have direct flights from Sydney to Lambasa. It's a reality. Same thing in the situation they face in Nassori. Whilst the 737s land, they don't fly at full load. We want the A330 to be able to land in Nassori Airport. The bulk of the Fijian population lives between Nassori and Lamy. So what this does is what I would call an immediate and perhaps an intermediate step to ensure that the level of civil aviation services in Vanua-Levu improves. As you know, that we've also discussed that we're looking for a site that is much bigger. So sites such as Sainanga has been discussed too. We had a team earlier this year that came out to see an alternative site to this airport. Because frankly, this site over here, for future purposes, is actually a bit small. But in the meantime, because to build a new airport costs a lot of money. It can take a few years to do that. But in the meantime, AFL, the board, has actually, working with government, decided to actually put the night lights. And of course, as the Executive Chair highlighted, there needs to be some land acquisition. We have a hill that needs to be sort of chopped down a little bit. And we look forward to the landowners who own that land to actually work together. As the Executive Chair said, we need to agree on the amount of compensation, but let's do that quickly and let's work together. The moment we're able to do that, it will mean that we can get night landing. A lot of people forget this, and I have to say this also. Whenever there is land acquisition for public infrastructure purposes, people should not only look at that transaction alone. You should not say, well, okay, how much will I get for this transaction? They should see what is going to be the impact of this transaction. So if, for example, you have a longer runway, if you get night landing, what does that mean? It means you need more services around here. It means more people want to live around here. Fiji Airways may want to move their staff over here. Because you've got night landing. They might want to move the engineers here. What will they require? They require a house. They want to require a house to rent. They might want them to have a house next to the airport. So the landowners who own that land can lease out that land too. Or maybe they can build a house and lease it to Fiji Airways. So it has what you call a multiplier effect. So we need to think beyond the one transaction. And this is why it is very important to be able to understand the commercial realities of the impact of such an advancement in infrastructure. So without making necessarily a very long speech, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, there's a number of other positive initiatives. AFL currently is also working on the upgrade of the airstrip in Rotuma. The moment that the upgrade will be completed, hopefully by February or March next year, then we can have the ATR actually flying to Rotuma. At the moment, you only have the twin otters going. It takes about 2.5 hours to go to Rotuma. When you have the ATR going, it actually can go much quicker. It also means that the fare price can come down because Fiji Airways has the opportunity on one flight to sell more tickets. But it also means that those flights that go to Rotuma can go on to Tuvalu. And suddenly, Rotuma becomes an international stop. You see, these are the economic benefits that flow on from such steps that are being taken as far as infrastructure upgrade is concerned. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of opportunities that are taking place. Government is very much focused on ensuring that infrastructure development has an economic output. It improves the quality of your life. Sometimes you may not realize what impact it has. You may not see it on the face of it, but indirectly it has a huge impact. In the same way with the road now Tassie from Nambola to Draketi. It means more people from Viti Level may want to come for a holiday to Vanua Level. It means more people come and buy your goods and services. It also means it's a lot easier to bring goods and services into Vanua Level. So the cost of the price at which they sell those goods to you should also come down. It increases the land value around Nambola. So these are the multiplier effects that we need to think about. Once again, I'd like to thank the board of AFL for carrying out this initiative. I'd also like to urge all the business people here, let's all work together. I know many of you have been talking about this for quite a few decades maybe. Some of you may have been born talking about it, but today you very soon will get it. So this is a huge achievement. But we also want to work together with all the landowners in this area. Please let's work together with the Lands Department. Of course, the Tui Madwata is here and he'll help facilitate that. And we can then get on with this project. It will be a huge achievement for Vanua Levu. It also means that we can probably push traffic into South through Ambassa. So again, a lot more opportunities. I'd like to thank, of course, Fiji Airways, Fiji Link, and we look forward to better services. I do not know if anybody from Northern Air is here. Yes, Northern Air, of course, now can do night landing too. So there's opportunity for both of these companies. And we look forward to them improving the services and the frequency of flights into Vanua Levu. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again, and I wish you all a very good evening. Vinaka.
I think you found the rock. Right.
Okay. No, congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So how much of the hill do you have to take? Like, you know how deep you have to go?
They were looking at around 50.